Hello everyone and welcome to the Cone Racing League. We are round 4. Today we're racing at Spa. There won't be so much rain that we can't race, so we'll see more than just a couple of laps behind the safety car. But today I'm joined by Wild Dog, or Kobe as I'll be calling him.
Welcome everybody.
Yeah, looks like our driver's readying up, so we'll be starting Q1 shortly. Got a full grid this time.
And it's a full grid, so it will be full quali. You should be able to see some action. Hopefully some rain, which will make it interesting.
I think actually last week's the lowest attendance I've seen in Tier 2 the entire time I've been commentating it.
Yeah, we had like 14, I think. Something.
Yeah, I think 15 entries. And then not even everyone finished. But yeah, this week, Tier 2 back to their usual form.
Yep.
Especially with the track like Spa, everyone wants to be racing that.
Yes.
But actually, I'm just looking at it now, and for the championship, the top 7 drivers are all within 16 points.
Yeah, it's pretty close. If you see the top 3 only divided by 2 points.
Yeah, that'll be the closest thing.
Yeah, it's really close. So if KXI scores higher than Carl and then 4-star, he will take lead of the championship. But depends on where they finished. If KXI finishes like P10 and Steiny wins the race, then he will take over, of course. But you never know. That's like the good thing about these tiers. As you see, Q1 is dry.
Yeah. So last week, actually, 4-star. I can't remember which race it was he missed, but he's only done 2 races and he's only 2 points off the championship lead. So looking to be very strong.
Last week he missed, I believe. I will quickly check which one he missed.
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah. He's doing pretty good from being promoted.
Yet to see any drivers going out onto the track. Although, as I've said that, I've just seen a couple of drivers go out onto the track.
Yep. Dopes is going out. He's the first one on the track. Yeah. He takes the pit and exit on the sauce. Pretty careful, because you don't want to spit out into the wall. Alright, apparently the weather is drier than the Sahara. It's a whole dry session.
Right, so I assume that goes for the whole weekend then, as drivers can see. Yep. Racing everything.
As in the Tier 2 paddock and free fall set dry than the Sahara.
If the driver's been told to go in formation, we've got the 2 Ferraris and then the 2, I believe that's the Alpines. Hard to tell with the different shades of blue.
Yeah, it's the
is it the Williams?
It's Williams drivers. It's Exotic Alpha. He's a Belgian driver, so he's racing on home turf. Should be pretty exciting for him. He never raced here before. He said it's his debut on Spa.
All right. Yeah, we wanted to do well. Keep an eye on him.
Yep. The moment we see no accidents in the outlap, people take it pretty slowly up a rouge.
Alright, so Tobe's nearing the end of his outlap. Soon he'll be starting up.
Let's hope he doesn't get into traffic. As you see, I think it's an Aston Martin driving in the pit lane.
Yeah, hopefully that won't block him on our roofs. Might have to pull over to the side beforehand.
It's Carl, the current leader of the championship. Really good turn 1. Oh, it's slow. Oh, I think, yeah, he just went a little bit slow. He slowed down.
So yeah, it looks like he should be okay. Can pass nice and easily on the Kemmel straight.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, I'm not sure if we'll get close enough.
And don't think they'll be clear of each other. I think Steiny behind. No, Steiny is in front. It's Jamie Robertson. The moment Dopes is still valid on his lap. Seems like he's doing a pretty solid job around the corner with no name here. Then he goes on to Roussel. And then at the end he goes to Fuan, the long left-hander, which you don't want to hit the curb on the inside.
Ooh,
like Dopes just showed
just
us.
like his son.
That's not
Good
what
example.
you want to do.
But yeah. Right,
Thanks,
we'll have
Dopes,
more with
for,
his teammate then.
yep, thanks Dopes for giving us a prime example of how to not do spot.
Here we go, and Calico and out with the first man to set a lap.
Yep.
There's still plenty of time left in the session, a few drivers still in the pit lane.
Yep, exactly, and everything can happen, like 5 people can crash out and then you're automatically through. If they don't set a time, of course.
Well, actually Spa has the advantage, it's quite a large track, so you can have lots of drivers on the track without too much of a problem.
Exactly, like, if you make one mistake it can fuck up your... It doesn't necessarily fuck up your whole lap, because you have so much time to gain. So, as you see, Calhoun is closing in on Jamie Robertson. You can grab a little bit of slipstream here, maybe. 142.8 is solid. That's...
And Krishna's just been disqualified from the session for reversing in the pit lane. Or in the pit lane entry. I hope that doesn't cause any problems for drivers.
What happened with Exotic Alpha? He just let Carl through while he was on a lap. KXI goes quickest.
Yeah, he's got a couple tenths.
142.6. It's pretty solid from him.
Trying to work out who we have next. Carl will soon be crossing the line. Not sure
Yep.
the driver ahead on a lap. No, Kyle.
Ooh,
Fastest
goes
time
quickest.
so far, another 10th.
It's an Alpine next, it's not a Luxie. It's Warrior Huntsman with a very, very good lap. He promoted from tier 3 to tier 2.
And already
This
showing
week.
he can do it.
Yeah, he's showing great pace. He's a pretty fast driver. I raced against him myself a couple of times in not league in the tier 3 and he dominated.
Yeah, well, the thing with Warrior Huntsman is he could have quite easily settled for winning the Tier 3 championship. He was offered the chance to move up,
Yeah,
and he took
exactly.
it. So,
Yep. I mean,
giving himself
he
a
can-
challenge.
Yeah, it's a pretty good challenge that he gave him. Ooh, I see the Belgium exotic himself go a little bit wide on the exit there. He's making a few mistakes left and right. As you see, McLaren, I think it's Hopsy. He'll just cross the line first. That I think is Jamie Robertson coming on to the line next. He goes P3.
Third fastest for him.
I think it's Dopes next. Yep, Dopes does a 142.6, but it was invalid.
Nah.
It's not what you want to see. Calhoun goes into the pit. Here we have a yellow flag and a rouge. That Kurt's crash.
I don't think it's a spinner, I think it's just someone on an outlapper and not going slow, taking it safe. Draper then across the line, second fastest time.
Good lap by Draper. It's very, very close, but Roy is kind of running like, I'm gonna take P1 here by quite a march. As you see, Exotic Alpha, what you doing, my guy? Yindal, they 1.4.9, not doing the best today. But to be fair, oh, there's a spinner. I think it's Draper who spun. Or let everyone pass, don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I think probably letting people pass before Rouge there.
As you
Suspect
see,
with a time like that, we should have set it.
Him, he takes a bit of a slipstream, and he does really fast. This might help Exotic Alpha on this first sector. He's not purple. A little bit on the curb there. Don't want to take too much curb. Alright, let's see. Kurt is about to finish his lap. He made a mistake somewhere, I think, because his lap is fairly slow. Opsy next one to cross track then, of the like the guys with a decent lap. Can he go fastest?
Hopsy, he's looking quick.
Yes,
he can.
Does.
7
By
thousandths.
7 thousandths. It's not a lot, but hey, it's P1. Jamie Robertson, 6 seconds up on his time. He won't go quick. Stopes how to finish his lap with a 150.7.
Gonna want to try and improve that one though.
Alright, here we have Roar. one of the championship favorites, I must say, of the season. He's showing great pace.
Yeah, only 6th in the championship, but he's shown pace far beyond that.
Yeah, he had a mishap in Zandvoort last week. Yes, before.
Up into 4th for him.
Carl just went P3, I think, as well. Or was he already P3? I'm confused a bit. Exotic Alpha ends the pits. As you see, free fall is the next one to need to go over the line thing, because everybody is on the out laps at the moment. The one furthest in the lap who hasn't set time is free fall at the moment. He is in Brussels.
Yeah, I think you're right. It might be a few drivers setting their second laps. If Tobes is going around for another one, then he'll be before free fall. I'll have a look, see if he's pushing or not.
Yeah, it seems like he was 2 seconds up in sector 1. Ooh. Is he letting drivers through that other Ferrari, or is he going to give Tobes a little bit of a slipstream there?
I think Infinite Glory managed to... I don't know if he's spanning in his outlap at Rouge or what, but giving his teammates a bit of space there.
Yeah, we have here a interesting strategy by the two Ferraris. I think Calhoun is giving him a little bit of a slipstream there to say, hey Tobes, I saw your lap mate. Let's do a little bit. Ooh. Tobes was up on his lap by 3 seconds, but decided to not finish it, and Jamie Robertson goes quickest by 11 thousandths.
Oh, very close among the top two then. I'll stick that on.
It is.
Yeah.
There are only 20 thousandths of less than 20 thousandths of each other. I think 18 thousandths. I see Scotty go P6.
Yeah, the top 12 all within 8 tenths.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's excitingly close even. So somebody spun.
That Infinite Glory going slow again? I think it might be. Yeah.
Yeah, Infinite Glory spun and flew on.
And this is still the same outlap where we think he spun on Eau Rouge as well. He might just be going very slow, but Club PR then, not the quickest time by him for 43.1.
Yep. Let's see what 4-star can do. Also maybe one of the guys who they think will do very good season. 143.1.
Another lap will be looking to improve.
Infinite Glory doesn't have damage, so I don't know what's the issue with him.
Currently, Tobes and the Belgium Exotic Alpha are in the bottom 5. Jay was taking a very odd line there and validating his lap.
Yep.
Naturally, it's running out of time.
Yeah, there are only 6 minutes left, and you don't. And the lap is pretty long, so you only can set like. Well, 7 J Wheels to be just. I would J Wheels. I'd recommend. Oh, he did exactly what I was about to recommend. Calhoun goes fastest. I think this guy might be from Belgium as well, or from Netherlands, because his name is Dutch. That's all I know. His name is Turkey Filet.
Just to quickly interrupt, the top 5 drivers all within 1/10 of each other.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting there. Like, if it keeps on like this, literally anyone in the top 5 can take pole. If it is like this in Q3, and see Warrior Huntsman as well for his debut into Tier 2 at the moment in P10. That's pretty good of him. Infinite Glory is also involved, and there's a Ferrari there. Tobes has spun again in Puan. Almost outlap this time.
I think that would have been Cal Cohen actually.
No, just Tobes. I checked he was the one.
Oh, sorry, P1, yeah, my bad. Mixed up P1 and Rouge.
That's right, mate. Anybody can make mistakes. Let's follow J Wills to Rouge here. Lifts a bit.
Yeah, I think decided Saver he sets it up.
Yeah.
Pushes it too much.
Jamie Robertson is feeling confident about his time. He's like, alright, I'm quickest, second quickest, so I don't need to put a time in anymore. I think we might see some drivers being able to get into the 141s here. We definitely
They're
have the
really,
pace.
really close.
If Exotic Alpha wants to do a lap, He has to go out now, and he is out in track. It's out left. J Wills has to not fuck up. And Infinite Glory has to go out as well. He wants that another time, because he won't be through at this space. And Krishna may be doing the last to first challenge over here.
He's been encouraged to try it. Not sure we'll end up seeing it. But I guess Spa's the track where the chance of not having a safety car is quite low.
As you see, J Wills going fast, sector 2. Might be a personal best. Ooh, Warriors crashed on Eau Rouge.
Ooh, and that's him.
And Klurper gets a 5-place grid ban for illegal blocking.
Where was that?
So this means if you want to get into Q2, you have to be the 142.4.
As J Wills goes 10th fastest.
Yeah, he's being promoted from tier 4 to tier 2. He's actually doing pretty good as well.
So if one of... Yeah, if any of the bottom... Oh, wait, no, yeah. I think if any of the bottom 4 set a faster time than Warrior Huntsman, then they'll push him out. I suspect we'll see Deluxe set a quicker time, but I told them.
Yeah, but Warrior Huntsman, he crashed on Eau Rouge, I think.
Actually, something I've missed. Steiny set another lap that's very close to the top guys.
Yeah, he is. It's pretty close in the top 6.
I think it was Steiny who was completely dominant round 2 at France.
Yeah, I spoke to him as well, even in any set spot. France is one of his better tracks.
Right, so here comes Deluxe. There we go, up into 7th for him.
Good luck, it's really, really close.
Every time someone from the bottom 4 improves, the person in 14th gets put behind 4-star. Sorry, behind Warrior Huntsman.
Yeah, because they need to technically set a fast lap than Warrior Huntsman.
Yeah.
I think.
It's a bit odd though, because someone might think they're safe, and then...
Also, a bit of heads up that I just saw is that Exotic Alpha got a purple sector 1. Might be a personal best. He's going with full confidence to go on full throttle. Everybody is retiring. Roar might be in a little bit of a danger here because he retired pretty early. Exotic is lagging all over the place.
Actually, something to point out. We've had a couple guys, well no, one guy crash out, another guy get disqualified. Whether or not it's his fault, we don't know. Tier 3, I think currently we've had 6 people disqualified from the session.
J Wills retired. ESP12. J Wills, man, that is risky what you're doing there, mate. Ooh, Exotic Alpha, he comes around with a 141.9.
And there we go, that's that 41 you said.
Yeah, he was training in TT and he said, I'm feeling confident. I did a 140.7 in TT. I said, alright, show them what you can, mate. I'll watch from your converse. And he does. He shows everybody what he can do. But if you see, the top 14 are, like the top 16 even, are within 7/10 of P1.
Yeah, it's absolutely mad.
It's really, really close today. And J Wills is very, very close to the knockout as well. He might be punched himself now.
Klurper not improving enough to get into the top 15. And neither did 4-star.
Oh no. This might be good for J Wills then.
Now the thing to remember, J Wills is actually 15th. All someone has to do is beat beat his time.
Yeah, true.
And he gets pushed down beneath Warrior Huntsman. He is the one in the drop zone, despite what it looks like.
Exactly. Kurt invalidated his lap. Take that squally over for him. He stays P17 or P18 or maybe even P19, depends what the guy's random can do. Ooh, it has spun. I think that's Draper.
Yeah, Draper.
Yep, it's Draper. That's his squally over as well.
Draper not got much of a buffer. Infinite Glory, one man yet to set a lap.
Yeah, I think.
And he's not through.
He's out of quali. I think Draper got caught by the dirty R4 star.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. So who do we have left? We've got 4-star and Clerpiard, the only man left to set the lap.
Yep.
The entire grid is within 8/10 of the leader.
Yep, it's pretty close.
It's completely bonkers.
Let's see if 4-star beats J-Wills out of Q1.
And actually, Draper can also be knocked out by 4-star.
Yeah,
Clerpiard, the first man to cross the line.
Glurper is 210, going to improve by 2/10 in second 2. Let's see what he can do. And
Yep,
he pushes
he's safe.
J-Wills out.
Now if 4-star can improve, Warrior... He can't improve.
This is, I bet J-Wills is punching himself right now after doing that.
So Draper, just about safe. Should be very annoyed if 4-star was the one who knocked him out.
Yeah.
But we're only going to have 14 drivers advancing to Q2. It's Warrior Huntsman. Go ahead.
I think he's also a bit annoyed that he crashed out, because he will have been through with like quite much. Thing, because a 142.4, yeah, he will have been through on P15. So yeah, I think he's probably saying like, fuck, shouldn't have crashed out, but he needs to show his pace in the race then. I believe he can do it. He's a very fast guy, definitely not slowest. And
So,
Glover is complaining about the script and he says it was bullshit.
Yeah, I think neither him nor Krishna are going to be particularly happy. Didn't see the reason behind Krishna's penalty, but we have before seen unfair penalties given for just kind of pit lane entry, exit, whatever.
Also, if Exotic Alpha can keep this pace up, he might be on for a pole position in his home country. Yes, Calcoon is indeed from Belgium, like I said, it's a Belgian 1-2 at the moment.
Yeah.
With Scottish Jamie rounding off the top 3. It's all incredibly close, because if you look down to like the last time, even Infinite Glory is within 7/10. So
Yeah,
it's really close. The top 14 is within 5/10 of each other. P1 to 14.
6 drivers knocked out this time.
Yep,
Warrior Huntsman, J-Wills, 4-star, Kurtz, Infinite Glory and Krishna. Was Warrior Huntsman crashing, wasn't it?
Unfortunate for Krishna as well, because I believe he could have been through to Q2. But they need to show what they can in the race then.
But it's completely mad that it was only...
Indeed, it's also
8/10.
mad how... Yeah, indeed, it's also mad how close P1 to 14 was. Only 4.96, so nearly, let's round up to 5/10, only half a second between P1 and P14. I think anyone can be up for a pole position here. It will just be who does the most perfect lap in this quali gets through. No ifs, buts and maybes, just who does the best lap. The Roy also looks pretty strong here. As you see, Steiny is actually the first man on the track.
Yeah, a mixture of medium and soft tyres going on. I think quite a lot of drivers just like to bank a lap in on the mediums.
Yep, indeed. Personally, I think I like to start on the softs here, because then you can do a soft medium, but the medium soft's also pretty good here. I don't exactly know which tire has the upper hand. I'll maybe have a guess with the medium in the beginning. But it all depends on the safety car as well, because you can have a late safety car that throws everything in the mix.
Yeah, the majority of the field actually already exited the pit lane. I think just a couple guys left.
Yeah, exactly. Only free fall and dopes are staying in the pit. As you see, somebody stopped. Oh no, he just let two cars through. He didn't spin. So let's stick around with Steiny for now, as he's the first man to go start his timed lap. He's one of the people who we expect to fight for the title here. He's very fast as well. Takes a good turn one, a little bit twisty on the exit there. See a lot of going on there in the back.
Yeah, I think it's just drivers waiting up for each other. Gonna get yellow flags from them slowing down.
D. Williams seems like, no, you go in front, I'll be just waiting for your slow stream. Steiny with a fairly good sector one, it can definitely have some improvement there. As well, you don't really want to do like one, or you just want to do one lap, to be honest, here in Spa, because it's a pretty high tire wear track. I think after your one lap, ooh, the Luxie had a spin. Yeah, the Luxie spun and Narouche. His car doesn't have damage, he kept it out of the wall it seems like, or he has damage that we can't see with the naked eye.
Yeah, although his tyres will be unhappy with him.
Yeah,
Didn't have to do too much to the lap, but he did spin them back around to face forward again. And of course there would have been the spin itself.
There, his tires will be screaming at him, saying, why? Let's see what the Steiny do. Takes a beautiful Buster chicane. 142.9.
From what I've seen so far, on the slower side of the route.
Roy with a very nice lap.
Yeah.
Next one is Kalkoenvilla, one of the Belgian guys on the grid.
Raw on the mediums actually first. Ah, now that is
with a 142.9 on the mediums, that's really good.
another 42.
Yep.
3 falls managed to invalidate. Ah, it's just an outlap thing actually.
Exotic is the next one to come over the line. He's also a medium runner, let's see what he can do. Can he go fast on the mediums? And he does go fastest with the medium tires, like the fastest of the medium runners, that's what I mean with it. Opsie. 142.8. Carl invalidated his lap.
Yeah,
Draper is also invalid.
What's that? Steiny had a shoe on an in lap.
Yeah, he's on the lap. Roy as well.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's a pretty high tire wear track. I think one quali lap costs you around 5 to 6% of your tires. So you definitely don't want to do 2 on 1 set. Steiny will probably have to go out again. Carl going around again, I presume, since he's going full throttle.
Oh, on one free falls, he's gone for a little spin into the wall.
Is he in the wall?
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't lose a tyre, to be honest. Lost a lot of his front right wing, but...
Yeah, it seems his whole wing maybe is gone.
Yeah, no, the whole wing is gone. Wing. Very lucky to not lose his front right tyre.
Yeah, it's
now limp back to the pit lane.
Impact, but I think the impact might have been pretty high. Then.
I somewhat caught it on the stream. I was in the action cam at the time, so I didn't see it fully. But on board with him when it happened.
I saw it only just on the stream. It's a pretty big accident for him. He's lucky to still be racing. Carl and Draper, I think, are the last ones to finish that lap. I see that Luxie and KXI both on the out laps. I think Roar is out, still out on those medium tires. Carl, a beautiful Buster chicane as well.
So
and he goes 143.9, no 143.5, sorry, 140. Then we have Cyril Draper, he goes into the pit lane as he invalidated his lap again.
An F1 car without a front wing is like a human not wearing trousers. I assume the wheels are the pants in that metaphor.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, yeah, Raw is a 10th up after the first sector.
He might be up for a good lap then. He goes purple in sector 2.
Yeah, 6/10 up on his previous.
6 up. Yeah, that will make him the fastest of the mediums. If he improves 6/10, then he is in front of Glorper maybe, because he has 6/10 and 21 tires up, so I think he will go fast and Glorper.
That looked to be a good last couple of corners.
Yeah, it looked beautiful.
There we go.
145. That's a really good lap on the medium tire by him.
Looks like KXI will be our next man across the line.
Yep, he will be.
I think Calcone on an out lap and Carl and Schum on an in lap. Yeah, looks to be so.
Let's see what KXI can do on the soft tire. He's very quick. Let's see, it doesn't go purple.
Yeah, KXI, one of our drivers currently up at the front of the championship, only 1 point behind Carl, who's leading.
Yeah, let's see what they can both do. Let's see, KXI. Not that great of a lap by him. I believe he can do much better. FC Deluxe is purple in sector 2.
Nearly at the moment there.
He might lost some time, but not a lot, I presume. I
Yeah,
think
P3.
He might have lost a tenth there. I got paint in general chat asking for a stream, but seems like they are getting drawn on. So that's good.
Yeah, Daru happy with his lap. Steiny set his first lap on the soft. I'm not sure how many drivers are doing that at the moment. I'll have a quick look.
I think everybody is on the softs. Everyone.
Oh yeah, everyone is.
Duroy, I think Duroy will be safe because I don't think that he will. That 10 drivers will go faster than 141.7. There might be a couple of drivers, as we see that Deluxe at the moment.
Yeah. I think
is
that a moment, or is that just? I think that's just him doing in a little outlap, or saving his tyres certainly.
As we see Steiny going purple sector 2. There might be a PR or a official, so we'll only see when he completes lap. He does a beautiful and oh, that was a moment for Steiny. But still a 1. If he didn't have that moment, he probably would have gone P1 with the 141.5. I think.
Yeah. Be happy with that time, that's for sure. Draper's invalidated his lap. Gonna have to go in for new tyres. I'm honestly not that sure.
Because I definitely think he would have got P1. Because he was flying.
Ooh! Exotic Alpha, whether in a moment of anger or exiting the pit lane and not paying enough attention, has just come out the pit lane and crashed into the wall.
He has no wing. He has to be careful now, don't take it flat out, mate. Not what I told you, right, he was. How many times left in the session? Was that time?
About 2 minutes. We can't see because there's a slow car on the track here, giving a yellow flag.
Yeah, he might be out then. Yeah, it's Shiny, we're letting everybody pass like the gentleman Shiny is, of course.
Yeah, about 2 minutes 10 left on the clock.
Yeah, Exotic Alpha, his quali is over.
Hopefully he doesn't block any other drivers.
Apparently Nathan just said that they need me for tier 3 with Hedge.
Yeah, it sounds like they're having problems with the internet. Well, the guy doing it is. So it sounds like, what, you're going to have to jump ship of tier 2, go over to tier 3?
Yeah.
Alright, well it's been nice having you for the very exciting qualifying sessions.
Yeah, well,
I assume you've got the login details and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right, nice.
So I'll talk to you hopefully next week then.
Yeah. Hopefully,
good luck.
still some traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with the commentator.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next race.
Right, Hobbsy now. Quite a bit of traffic to deal with there. 7th position, that might be enough. 42-1. Who do we have next towards the line? One of the Alphas. Both of the Alphas actually. Clerpial though on the slow lap first. Guess we'll be looking to improve on the next one. Those tyres won't be too happy with him. How long's left on the clock? Can't see because that yellow flag for Steiny. Raw up into second. Only, what's that? 1.5 hundredths off. So Draper might only just make it to the line. Draper, there we go. How long will he leave himself? 4 seconds to spare. Plenty of time. So free fall now, up into 9th position. He might not be safe at that time. Got the 2 Alpha Tauris. Jamie Robertson though not really needing to improve. The other one going into the pit lane. Tobes across the line not improving. Our next man then will be Kyle. Currently a slight amount of improvement. Of course now setting a time on the soft tyres. A second up. Second looks at putting him about 10th position. That should still have more time to gain in the last sector. So car now around the last chicane. And P10 by 1,000th. Which driver was that? KXI up into second, that looked like. Knocking Carl out, despite the fact Carl made it in by 1,000th himself. Clerpial then the next man. Can he push out freefall? Yes, he can. Clerpial up into 6th position. More and more drivers getting into the top 10. Who's that next? Raw's the next man. Although he appears to be on a very slow lap. He will not be improving. How about Draper? Just a couple of corners to go for him. And no, 13th position for him. Oh, was he our last man? Just wasn't paying enough attention. So there we go, that concludes a very hectic session. Much quicker times that time, especially Jamie Robertson with 41.3. Didn't see that come through. Or did I? Maybe. Got a bit distracted with Wild Dog. I'm head off to Tier 3. One of the Belgian drivers knocked out from the home Grand Prix. Cal Cohen going through though. Carl, our current championship leader, is knocked out, giving KXI, his rival, a good chance to gain some points on him. 1 point between them at the moment. But yeah, Free Fall, Carl, Draper and Exotic Alpha are knocked out. Hobbsy actually had over 2 tenths to spare. Drivers a bit more spread out this time, although the top 10 were all within 9 tenths. And if you ignore the front 2, then they're even closer than that. Jamie Robertson quite far ahead of everyone else. We've got Calico and Steiny. About most of the drivers heading off. Club PR, KXI. Is Jamie Robertson just retired? Oh, of course, yeah. Forgot to mention earlier. Jamie Robertson has a Q3 ban. I've forgotten about that. So he is not allowed to set a time in this session. It seems he's remembered. Now Claire PR, the man in 9th, still has that 5-place grid penalty. So even if he does qualify on pole, he will be starting in 3rd position. KXI currently our front man out on the track. Bit of a queue behind him. Yeah, see Steiny just there. The Italian team's doing very well this time. Both Ferraris and Alfa Romeos have got through. Actually, so the AlphaTauris. One of them Q3 ban. So KXI now about to start his lap. So we go, a completely clear track ahead of him. Deluxe, only man still on the pit lane. Oh, and is that Daru either deliberately letting Hobbsy through or made a bit of a mistake somewhere? Is that... who's that is gone red? Ooh, it looks like Drew must have cut the final chicane as he's invalidated his first lap. Gonna have to be nice on his tyres then. So he can still get a lap on them. Slightly worried Club PR might be a bit too close to Steiny. Got a bit of wiggle room there. Not too much. KXI around the last couple of corners. Now the drivers will be looking to set 41s here. What's he going to set? 41.8. Steiny 41.6. Takes provisional pole. Claire PR 3rd. Slow time by him there. Raw invalidating his lap. Tobes up into third with a 42.5. What about Cal Cohen? The Malon's home race hit. And he sets a 41.7. Another time in the 41s. Hobbsy with the next man across the line. Looks like he's got a quick time here. A 41.4, straight to the front for him, provisional pole from the moment. Deroux, of course, we saw invalidated his lap. He can now start to push his tyres. Very slow out lap for him there, but of course, made sense for him to do that. I'm not sure which of the drivers will be pushing here. I think Raw might be, Deroux of course will be. So then, making Raw slot in, we know he's quick, his tyres might have a little bit more wear than you'd like for doing an extra out lap. Still sets a 41, a 41.6 by him, and that is Tobes very much missing the pit lane. Cal Cohen on a slow lap, Hobbsy on an invalidated lap, but also an in lap. And they've got the tier 3 stream back up, that's good. Wild Dog saving the day. So now what time can Deroux set? Not too much separating the top 5 at the moment. Looks like he's going to be amongst them. Straight to pole for him. A 1:41.4. 6.5 hundredths up from M. Hobbsy. So it's like no one currently on a lap. Both Deroux and Raw will be on in laps. Deluxe on an out lap. So Tobes also on an out lap. He'll soon be setting the lap. Deluxe going very slow on his out lap. Really working to conserve those tyres. Of course, with the margins as small as we saw in Q1, and actually for a lot of them, the drivers in Q2, they really need to extract every tenth they can and any advantage they can find. Ooh, and that was not what he wanted. Deluxe knocked out of Q3 and he will not be setting the lap. A big crash there. Hopefully not going to cause any problems for the Alfa Romeo behind. No one on a lap currently. This car soon will despawn. Let's watch, yeah. Toby's about to start his lap. Deluxe's car has now cleared from the track. Oh, and Tobes invalidates his lap. Have to start being nice to his tyres now then, so he can use them. Haven't suffered too much. A lot of drivers on their outlaps. Carl Cohen with the first man. Drivers coming out for their last lap now. Is that Hobbsy going slow or just... I think it is, yeah. Right, so here we go then. Carl Cohen. I think he actually just about has time for... No, he doesn't have time. This is his last lap. So all drivers now can only set one more lap. They can't really afford to make a big mistake in their outlap. Certainly with them Hobbsy further back down the order. Carl Cohen, purple first sector. Now, Drew and Steiny very close together at the moment. There's a chance that's deliberate slipstream. There's a chance that one of them, if he wanted to shake the other, give himself more room. It looks like Steiny's sticking them with the choice to stick right behind him. So we'll see how that works from on the timing board. Of course, the slipstream could mean a lot, but so could the dirty air. So M. Hobbsy actually going into the pit lane, choosing not to start a lap. Would have just about had time for it. Deciding against it. So Carl Cohen will be the first man to finish his final lap. And he improves to the provisional pole, a 1:41.3. Nearly the fastest time we've seen so far. Raw actually we've just seen invalidated his lap. So Clerpiard with the next man, his teammate. And he improves up to P4, a 1:41.5. Pack really closing up now then. Tobes nearly 7/10 faster at the moment. He needs to find a bit more time than that. He's going to gain any real positions here. He looks quick. And he's into P4. Originally on the second row. Raw, of course, invalidating his lap as we mentioned. That's Steiny actually with the purple middle sector there. KXI will be our next man. Currently the slowest time, although not even half a second behind the leader. So how much can he close that gap down? Up into 6th position for him, only just behind Clerpiard for him. And Drew now, can he snatch pole back? He's green enough to do it from the looks of things, as long as he had a decent last sector. And there we go, a 41.2 for him. And I think that was Steiny setting the fastest lap right at the end there. I only saw it flicker on the screen briefly, so I don't know what time it was. It looks like... And look at how close those drivers were. The top 8 all within 4.5 tenths of each other. Carl Cohen, the driver on his home circuit, getting P3. And KXI, the driver fighting most for the title here, down in P7, but Steiny will be starting from pole position. Deroux alongside him. Jamie Robertson with his Q3 ban, and Deluxey, of course, we saw that crash on board with him at the time. Clerpiard will be starting from 11th after his grid penalty is applied by the game itself. So we'll see what happens in the race. It looks like it's going to be a very close one. Of course, a track like this, large risk, safety cars. There we go. So we've got quite a cloudy track. So drivers now choosing their setups, their strategies. There we go. Nathan, congratulations Tiny, wishing all the drivers good luck. Hopefully it'll be a fairly clean race. On a track like this, have to be very, very careful. Tiny looking very good this season, 4th in the championship currently, 11 points down, tied actually with 4th with Deluxey. But we saw how dominant he was in France. Although he came last race, but last was worth 10 points because only 9 drivers finished. The point system CRL uses. So there we go, 20 minutes away from the start of the formation lap, which is half of the actual Spa Grand Prix this year. Follow the safety guy around for a bit. Give everyone half points. Here we go now, the out lap starting. Sorry, formation lap. So yeah, 4-star, interestingly, the only driver going on the hard tyres. Now he's gambling on an early safety car and all the guys in softs pitting. And I think that'll work for him quite well. But we'll see. Anything can happen, wait until they cross the line at the end. And even then the steward still might have something to say about it. So we've got 4 drivers on the medium tyres. Exotic Alpha, Warrior Huntsman, Kurt and Infinite Glory. Freefall's the driver that moves into the top 10, although he still had free tyre choice. As Claire PR had that 5-second grid penalty. Sorry, 5-place grid penalty. Quite dangerous if you had to wait 5 seconds after the lights went out to start your car. Let's see what strategy it recommends for 4-star. Interesting. Still recommends it starts with the soft. That's not usually what it says. So it's down to driver setups. Got to play between, do you want the low downforce of the first and third sector or the high downforce of the middle sector here? Easiest to make up places on the straights, easiest to make up lap time in the corners. It's your gamble to make. Someone going into the dirt a little bit there from the looks of things. As the drivers get ready to line up on the grid. And soon round 4 of CRL Tier 2 will be starting. Looks like most guys now are lined up on the grid. Krishna slotting into place. there we go, 5 lines. And away they go. Looks like Steiny's got a decent start. Daru on the outside, not able to respond to it. Looks like Cal Cohen might have Daru up the inside. And yeah, Cal Cohen up into second position. A bit of contact back there. Jay Wills has been left behind slightly, dropped back 4 positions for him. Didn't see any damage on his car. But Daru now looking for a move. No, actually Cal Cohen trying to make a move on Steiny around the outside here. And he's made it stick. Very nice overtake there. Not wasting any time. From P3 straight up to the front for him. Tove's already down 2 positions. Actually nearly down 3, trying to hold it around the inside of no name corner. Going to get a warning for that one there. And looks like it might even cost him anyway, as he had slower exit speed. Trying around the outside of Pooh on that never ends well. Looks like now losing another position to Deluxey maybe. Very much a threat for him. So you've had a lead change. Steiny through into the lead. Quickly hop back on board with the guys up front. Yeah, Steiny's reclaimed his position at the front of the race. Tove's now down 4 positions. Exotic Alpha must have had a mistake somewhere. C's dropped back quite far from where he started, down to 20th at the moment. Don't know what caused that. Bit of a gap building between 6th and 7th already. And Toves looks like he's had a spin somewhere. Oh, someone else there, Red Bull. That looks to be Infinite Glory, and I suspect we'll see him going straight into the pit lane. Yep, got damage on his front right end plate. Oh, it's getting it fixed anyway, doesn't matter too much. So Jay Wills, back of the guys. Oh, never mind. The order on the left is a little bit wrong. Steiny's in the lead, Cal Cohen's in second. And Hobbsy's in third, although he's fighting KXI for it. Raw just behind him. The order nearly fixed itself now. Once Exotic Alpha crosses the first sector line, then it should hopefully, but it still says lap 3. Raw right up behind KXI. Tricky to pass in this sector, but after these 2 right-handers might be able to find a move on the long straight. Once he could exit here. Looks like he's got a decent one. Right, gonna have to be careful on this left-hander. Very tricky to mess it up there. You do not want to be going too wide through there. It's very ballsy. Raw looking for a move on the outside. KXI perfectly positioned in his car. Not enough room at the inside, not really enough room around the outside unless you want to play with the grass a bit. And the interval board is completely and utterly broken. Looks like the top 16 drivers all pretty much still nose to tail. Starting to break off into groups a little bit though. I think, what's this, the top 6 appears to be. As Kurt is out of the race. Crashed at Rouge, bringing out a VSC. Yeah, there's his car. Didn't see what caused that, if it's another driver. Caught the curb going too fast, trying to hold it flat through Rouge. No safety car as of yet. So Calcone wanted to gain as much time as he can on Steiny here. Try and close that gap down for when yellow is lifted. VSD still going. And there we go, drivers now able to go. Actually looks like Deluxe's perhaps closing down on the front group a little bit. KXI Raw and Chamber Robertson need to be careful not to battle too much. Don't want to allow the guys behind to catch up again after pulling a bit of a gap. And is that a mistake there? Or is that someone into the pit lane? I think a mistake there by Draper, dropping him a few positions. Deroute started to gain back up the order again. Oh, and who's that? Hobbsy, mistaken their route. You can see some front wing there. Yeah, got none at all. Given the speed he would have been going, he's lucky to even still have all 4 tyres on the car. So he takes out the DRS board. Free fall. Getting past Clerc PR there. Still actually receives 3 seconds of penalties. 3 seconds of penalty. Infinite glory. Ah, and that's another driver who spun at Eau Rouge. This time, not able to catch the car. They always seem to get a penalty just before they crash at Eau Rouge. Oh, Radion is going to be picky. Now, we're going to see any moves attempted towards Blanchimont. It's close, not sure it's that close. I think Jay Wills might be in a better position to get past 4-star here. 4-star on the hard tyres, I've forgotten that bit. Jay Wills attempted to get up the inside. On a bit deep, caught his car on the curb, and his teammate will be looking to get through. Teammate having a moment though, trying to go up the inside, not able to make it happen. 4-star again under threat. And this time Jay Wills making more certain the pass will be done. Although I have to be careful because he might lose it immediately again on the Kemmel straight. Jay Wills does have the advantage, supported by his teammate who was a massive amount of overspeed. Jay Wills, you're blocking the wrong car. 3 wide now down the Kemmel straight, and you know what, Jay Wills has lost 2 positions down the Kemmel straight. 4-star Deroute pulling. Oh, Draper also through them. What was that move? I know it was a lapped car when it happened in actual F1, but a spectacle and a half to see that. 3 wide, Jay Wills losing 2 positions to his teammate in 4-star, and then subsequently losing another one there. Sure, it would have been a hell of a sight for him, but driver always frustrated to lose 2 positions that quickly. So Carl, I don't think he's quite close enough to Deluxe here. Can certainly close the gap. I need to go for a move on the Kemmel straight, or maybe on the front straight here. Quite a short one, but still is DRS. Cal Cohen setting the fastest lap. And now Deroute claiming it as Tobes is into the pit lane. Draper and 4-star perhaps going side by side into Eau Rouge. And Draper around the outside. Jay Wills taking advantage and getting back past 4-star. 1 lap later in the same place 4-star got him. Now the field would say starting to spread out a little bit, but it appears there's still a battle going on for the top 5. They're all still in each other's DRS range. And all of them on the same strategy as well. Sure, a few of them will have some warnings. None of them yet with any penalties for corner cutting. That is Clerpiar into the pit lane now. Ooh, is that a spun Tobes? I think it is. First lap on his tyres, and it looks like he's made a mistake in the last chicane. Spun around, lost some time for him there. Also lost a position, it looks to Exotic Alpha. Don't know if that was caused by a collision or just driver error. But Draper there, losing a tyre, and that is him out of the race. And that is a shame for him. This brings out a full safety car. Those guys on hard tyres at the back will be celebrating. Most of the guys on softs near the front will have to pit. So we'll see. Warrior Huntsman's the first man who might decide not to. 4-star also in a good position. I mentioned that gamble he was taking by starting on those hard tyres. Although he may still pit. And it sounds like in Tier 1, Real DC went out in qualifying with 22 laps of fuel. Less than ideal. Just going to see all the drivers start to fill into the pit lane. Warrior Huntsman staying out. How about 4-star then? 4-star is pitting from the hard tyres. Most drivers opting for the mediums. Now how about Krishna? He is also pitting. Perhaps the mediums can get to the end. Exotic Alpha will be. Tobes, of course he had his spin, but if the mediums cannot go to the end, it might be worth changing onto them. Yeah, Hobbsy also going into them. It's like just going to have Clerpiar, Freefall and Warrior Huntsman on tyres that can't make it to the end. Wait, sorry. No, Clerpiar on tyres, Warrior Huntsman on tyres that can't make it to the end. Freefall and Clerpiar on tyres that can make it to the end too well. And thus going to cause them a pace disadvantage. Although that track position they gain now by not pitting might very well be worth it for them. So I'd guess we'll have a couple laps behind safety car. Warrior Huntsman may not have pitted to avoid double stacking. I think even then it still would have been worth it. I think it's fair to say Steiny still net P1. So yeah, Warrior Huntsman not pitting. Happy with this choice. We'll see how it takes him. I suspect we will see the safety car coming in at the end of this next lap. Which will leave us 13 laps of racing left. Hopefully all under green. Might have a few of them under yellow or just bits of yellow. 3 drivers already out of this race. And actually, in an extremely rare case, 2 of them were caught on board with the driver. So maybe the drivers won't want me spectating them too much now. And all the drivers now behind the safety car, weaving along. They'll be wanting to get racing. I'll have a look quickly for penalties among the front guys. Who's got warnings? So nothing for Steiny, nothing for Calcoin. KXI also clear. Raw's got a warning. Kyle is clear. Warrior Huntsman, yeah, looks like doesn't have any excess warnings beyond his penalty, but he still needs to be careful not to get any more. So I think fairly shortly we should get the message if it is this lap. Yep, there we go. So Warrior Huntsman now start to hold up the pack. Or is he? Yeah, no, he is a bit. Steiny will be having to keep an eye on when he goes. Warrior Huntsman not leaving himself too much space, so they know he can't go too early. You want to keep your opponent second guessing, and at the moment he isn't. There we go, got a bit of wiggle room. Is that him going already? I think it is, yeah. Even caught me off guard. I wasn't too sure if he's going first or not. And a mistake by Warrior Huntsman on the exit to the last corner. And he'll be kicking himself for that one. I think Steiny perhaps lifting a little bit with that. So better safe than sorry. He knows he'll have his chance. He knows Warrior Huntsman cannot go to the end on those tyres. They simply will not last. So even if he can't get the pass done too immediately, that does not matter. Just need to make sure he's safe from Calcoin behind. He's going to have to fend off KXI through this corner anyway. KXI. He's got it done, perhaps edging Calcoin a little wide. He's forced to take a slower line through there. Raw forced to lift a little bit through there to avoid rear-ending him. No real contact. Too heavy. Krishna getting past J Wills. What an interesting place to look for an overtake there. Steiny really trying to get past now. If he can get past, he has Warrior Huntsman as a buffer to the drivers in the same strategy as him. And ideally he can get that gap up to KXI to over a second. Warrior Huntsman defending the inside, Steiny trying to go around the outside. It looks like Steiny has got the move done. Warrior Huntsman has dropped down to second now. His older tyres, he's going to start feeling them. Well, he might still yet be able to go for a move on the Kemmel straight if he keeps close enough. But I think he's going to have to worry more about what's behind him. getting past what's in front. It's KXI quicker than Warrior Huntsman through Eau Rouge. And Warrior Huntsman, from the looks of things, picking up a warning through there. Don't know how strict it is. KXI looking to get around the outside. Same as he did to Cal Cohen last lap. Not quite close enough to get it done though. And losing a bit of time through those corners, courtesy of the dirty air. So yeah, Steiny already built up that 1 second gap to Warrior Huntsman, so when the DRS is enabled next lap, he will not have to worry about that. He's just got to build that gap before the end of the race. So Krishna now also past 4-star, really moving up from the field since the restart. That's a mistake there by Kyle, I think. Looked like he just dropped multiple positions, yeah. Had a bad exit to that corner, absolutely dropping down the order now. Oh, he's got no front wing, surely, yeah. See the lacking downforce. Don't know what caused that, but judging by the drivers behind him, this looks a very dangerous situation as the Williams of Exotic Alpha rear ends him, magically not losing. Has he lost any of his front wing? I think he did. He lost his front right end plate, only just. That is such a shame for him. Not sure who that situation can be blamed on there. The drivers all very close together. And now the DRS. KXI actually already got past Warrior Huntsman. In line at the sight of the next man. We're all very confident in where he can brake without hitting the driver in front of him. Kako drifting a little bit wide there, it's going to lose him some speed. Raw's going to look for a move then. Not sure he's close enough, he's not using his ERS, so I think he's decided not worth going for, as Carl further down the order receives 3 seconds of time penalty. Steiny continues to build his lead over KXI. KXI shouldn't have to defend too much, so it is going to be down to pace on those two. KXI will be wanting this to extend his championship lead. The race, only just half of it gone now. So still plenty of time for things to happen, even if the majority of the grid is on a strategy that it can finish on. Or a tyre they can finish on, I should say. Krishnan out getting the fastest lap. And we've really seen him make places since the restart. Bit of a gap to Deluxey now for him. See if any driver's going to be going for moves here. It looks like how Cohen might be. As a mistake by Deluxey in Eau Rouge has caused him to crash and brought out a safety car. Also Club PR on the wall. I don't know if that was an attempt to go side by side there. One of the drivers did not make it out the other side. Club PR, 0 front wing on his car. And now that drivers have the question, oh, Steiny getting the penalty for speeding under the safety car. That changes things a little bit. Yeah, he's got a drive through. Ouch. So drivers now have to decide if they want to change onto the soft compound or try and hold out on the mediums. So I can imagine Steiny's not going to be particularly happy. I'm not sure if that was on him or just the way the game's going, but so only a few drivers pitting. Rory Huntsman, of course, pitting. He has to on those tyres. This gives him a chance to speed his way back through the order on soft tyres. And KXI now will be celebrating. So what do we have? 7 drivers up front, still on mediums. Steiny's trying to wave to the safety car driver. So yeah, those front 7 are going to have to act as a bit of a wall for each other. We saw Krishna was good at moving up places. It looks like he's now going to be suffering the opposite of that. There's lots of drivers behind him on soft tyres. Tobe's going on to the mediums. I'm not sure if that's because he doesn't have any softs left or doesn't think they'll make it, but they almost certainly will. I'd have to guess he just doesn't have any tyres left. Yeah, I'll do another quick check of warnings among the top guys. KXI now becoming more important. So he's looking on. Steiny does now have a warning. KXI is still squeaky clean, as is Cal Cohen. Rorschach with the one warning we saw earlier. Jamie Robson also got nothing. Daru, one warning. Krishna, he's got a couple. He'll need to be careful. So yeah, with Carl soon catching up with the pack, this will be another case of just a couple of laps behind the safety car. See all the drivers weaving their way down the straight. So there's our man Carl at the back. Our current championship leader, whereas his rival KXI in second. Although net P1, is that 4-star going for a spin? What happened there? Saw some changes of position. 4-star, the driver currently in P3. Although I think Steiny actually might still jump him. I'm trying to work out the order, and they're just all still so close at the front of the championship. It's hard to work out. KXI looks like he'll come out on top. I think Steiny will probably come out in second. Who else do we have? Rawls near enough to do some serious damage. 13 points back from the championship, but looking like he might be on for a podium. All depends on when Steiny takes his drive through and how much that costs him. He may try to appeal it. Don't know if it's his fault or what, but all the way up, and that is raw in the gravel. I assume he's allowed to get his positions back, but he has to do it carefully. Carl letting him through is his teammate. He certainly wasn't in 15th before. I think that's where he's going to have to settle with starting from. Steiny keeping his tyres warm. He controls when to go. And that's more important here, I think, for KXI to keep his gap from Cal Cohen. Oh, and he's certainly done that. KXI, a very good start by him. Cal Cohen caught sleeping. Deru, good start by him. Now if KXI can get past Steiny sooner rather than later, that'll be good for him. There's a chance that Steiny believes the penalty was completely unfair, so he can appeal it. Jamie Robson making a mistake there, and Deru taking full advantage alongside. Well, that looked quite dirty. Deru completely taken out there. Although his front wing fully intact despite the heavy collision. And the top two have distanced the rest of the field. Now, actually, never mind. Not anymore, as Rory Huntsman's made a mistake somewhere further down the order. I think he's crashed in the same place that Draper did. Although, he's still got his front wing. Trying to look for these battles among the field. Hobbsy looking to get past Tobes. Advantage of the softer tyre here. And already two of the guys up front on the medium tyres have fallen. Warrior Huntsman now getting a 3 seconds penalty. Oh, and Deru making a mistake there. This point going to be very frustrated after what happened. First, Jamie Robson squeezed him so much that they actually caught his tyre, almost pushing Jamie Robson forward where he was slightly slower. Not sure if that was deliberate or not, but benefited the AlphaTauri more than the Mercedes. Drew now speeding in the pit lane, and I suspect we'll see him retire. Yep, there we go. I do not blame the man. He's not going to get many points from this, and given what he was going to get. Hobbsy getting the overtake done. A little bit of a twitch going through. It's a bit of an odd line for Tobes there. McLaren is through. And Steiny building a bit of a lead. 2 seconds now on KXI. Can't remember what the penalty for a drive-through is, but I think Steiny might be choosing to just take it. Of course, if he does it that way, and if he does appeal it and it goes through, then he'll be put back up on the top spot. These guys are right nose to tail. Steiny now serving this drive-through. Interesting to see where he comes out now. I highly suspect we'll see him getting fastest lap as Rory Huntsman sets it now himself. Now, the two Belgian drivers doing very well, currently second and fifth in their home Grand Prix. Is that Steiny spinning out the pit lane? Not sure. He's gone on. old medium tyres. Oh, of course he has. I'm an idiot. Just a drive-through. Please excuse my stupidity. And that is a yellow flag caused by 4-star. Fallen down many positions. Where was he before? Dropped down from 8th position to 14th. And that is going to cost him a lot in the championship. So he was 3rd. Needed to try and keep as close to KXI and Carl as he could, but of course Carl will now get more points than him, can pull away. His top 6 still very close together. And Krishna. Oh, well, that's the very least his front wing gone. Hopefully it doesn't cause a collision with anyone. And there goes a tyre. And Tobes as well. Further down the order. And a safety car has been brought out. Well, Steiny's going into the pit lane, that's for sure. Who else? Jamie Robertson. I think that might be a mistake on his part. It'll be well worth it for the guys nearer the back. 4-star, yep, he's going in. There's a chance that instant we saw that dropped him back 6 positions. Caused some front wing damage. And once again, another spanner thrown into the works for a 3rd safety car at this Spa Grand Prix. Now, I didn't see the Tobes incident, but I think Krishna's one. Very unfortunate. And the annoying thing is, because of the way it happened, he knows a few different inputs could have saved the car there. He made a few mistakes, got on the grass, tried to save it. Bounced off the wall, lost his front wing, went across the track. Luckily didn't take anyone else out. But went into the other wall and lost a tyre there. DNFing him from the race. Now down to just 13 drivers, all of which will be getting points. It's Steiny pushing to catch up with the safety car, maybe. I think he knows if he catches up, then there'll be 3 laps of racing if he catches up enough. But getting 3 seconds of penalties from it. The last thing you want to be doing behind the safety car is cutting corners and getting penalties. But that is what he's gone ahead and done. Such a shame for his race to go downhill with that drive-through. Gives KXI a huge opportunity for the championship. Has to be careful now though. All the guys on soft tyres behind him. The safety car will be going round for another lap. There will be just 2 laps of racing. Right, so I get the feeling this is going to be a bit of a messy restart. I guess we'll have to see how it goes. With just 2 laps to go, we've seen a few safety cars causing a sprint to the end in this tier before. Usually ends with some very aggressive racing. Some impressive passes, but given the amount of work tier 2 normally gives the stewards, it certainly seems to up the amount. There's quite a few races this season, been almost nothing from them. Like some races there has been no incidents reported. So now waiting for the restart. All the drivers, I'm sure the heart rates will be going through the roof, especially near the front. Not much time, but plenty of points up for grabs. Yeah, it just so happens that that moment was caught on stream, so if you want to go back and watch it from his point of view, then it is fairly clearly shown there. But here we go, KXI controlling when to go. Of course can't go yet, safety car not far enough down the road. Oh, and contact between the front two gives KXI a 5-second penalty, and that throws a spanner in the works. KXI's gone now. He does have a 5-second penalty, which puts Cal Cohen in a good position, and KXI in a really bad one. So actually seems some fairly sizable gaps there. No one looking massively close after the restart. Places to watch are where there's a soft tyre behind a medium tyre. This Club here might get overtaken by his teammate here. Don't think he's quite close enough. Should have saved his ERS. I was suffering from the dirty air being so close. Actually, they've been keeping it very clean. I think part of it being the drivers are just not close enough to each other. They all reacted almost identically behind the safety car, and as a result, none of them are that close. Although having said that, Exotic Alpha quite close to Cal Cohen now. Now, what size is the penalty? Oh, that is the wrong one. Oh, importantly, Warrior Huntsman currently the fastest lap. It is just 3 seconds for Exotic Alpha. It might still cost him. His 4-star drops back past Steiny. Okay. Jamie Robson now behind Warrior Huntsman. Not really close enough for a move. Warrior Huntsman should have been taking the racing line. Didn't really need to defend there. Although Exotic Alpha might be able to pull something. If these two fight too much, Exotic Alpha wants to be within 2 seconds of KXI. I'm not sure he knows that needs to happen, but he will not want to be battling Cal Cohen too much. Who is looking for the move here, not close enough. And this now on the last lap of the race, it does not look like KXI is going to be able to keep that 2 seconds to Exotic Alpha. Not seeing very much action across the field at all actually. All drivers just nose to tail. No DRS yet enabled. Of course, only 2 laps of the sprint to the end. It seems no one really able to get many moves done. Other than Steiny getting past 4-star and perhaps now past his teammate. Keep an eye on this. Yeah, the gap between the top two closing down quite a bit now. Oh, and Steiny's really got a run here. So is Exotic Alpha for P2. Although given the penalties, it's not really a risk he needs to take. He just wants time ahead of the guys in front of him. But Cal Cohen getting that P1, and Jay Wills and Freefall taking up the rest of the positions. And very quickly the drivers finish up the order. So Cal Cohen, Freefall, Jay Wills were the top 3 on the podium at the end of that. KXI with his very unfortunate 5 seconds after that contact under the safety car. And Cal Cohen apologising in the driver chat. If that was Cal Cohen's fault and that can be removed, then of course KXI will get the win. But yeah, I mean, either way, Cal Cohen definitely a podium. Freefall also a podium. Whether Jay Wills or KXI will be getting that 3rd spot is unknown to me. Wait, well, the 3rd spot on the podium. KXI will be getting up front. Jay Wills will be getting on the back of it. But here we go. Here is your order. KXI, that one safety car collision cost him 6 positions and an almighty amount of points. So in the end, Warrior Hunt's been getting the fastest lap, so he will not be getting the fastest lap bonus point for that. I think I am going to stick with KXI, Cal Cohen and Freefall for the post-race interviews, as it seems very likely that, having seen that penalty, it seems that that will be removed. We'll see that happen. So if I quickly send the guys a message to let them know. But yeah, very well done to KXI, who is perhaps going to get okay, so yeah, I will very quickly invite those guys into the party. You can see here the order. So sorry for that taking so long. Hopefully I'll have the drivers in shortly for a post-race interview, and certainly ask them about everything going on, how they found the race. Hello, hello.
How you doing, Jonathan? How's it going, mate?
Good, good.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, seem to keep popping up here. Unsure yet if you'll be getting 1st or 2nd. It did look to be not really KXI's fault all that much for the 5 second he got.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it'll be 2 or 3 for me. I would say Calcoen 1, me 2, Josh 3, but obviously with KXI's penalty. But yeah, ecstatic with that, considering the safety car came out and Jeff decided to put me on hards. Made the call to go back to the softs and only lost like 3 positions, and then with Steiny getting a drive through and people having incidents, it's kind of pulled through. But yeah, good race overall.
So congratulations to either KXI or Calcoen, whichever of you ends up getting the win.
Thanks.
I just want to say, I mean, I tapped him a bit, so of course, I think it will be removed. It's my mistake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries, mate. Good race, you two. It was nice and clean. It was fun. Yeah, I'll put that in the report to get that removed. So hopefully that'll be my first cone win.
Yeah, certainly. Steiny having a bit of a derp moment by speeding under the safety car. That'll cost him big in the championship.
Yeah.
I was in a party with him, and let's just say he's not happy.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking what kind of words were going out of his mouth. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't.
How do you think it was for me? I was sitting in a party with Jay Wills, Jamie, and Steiny. Steiny got the drive through, and then there was something happened with I think it was Jamie and Krishna.
Jamie and Daru maybe. Oh, actually, Jamie. I don't know. Jamie potentially spun Daru out quite badly at Eau Rouge, and then later, I saw him complaining about who was it? Yeah, it was Krishna. So I don't know what happened there.
There was something happened. So like, as a mate side of things, sorry boys for that, but thank you for the podium. As bad as that sounds, but yeah, congrats you guys, and KXI, nice to join you again 2 weeks in a row.
Yes, sir. Hopefully there's more.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Good
well, I
racing,
think that
good racing.
that really slingshots you into the championship lead now. You're only 1 point behind Carl, and that now quite a big advantage.
That should be me at top. So yeah, happy for that, of course.
Yeah. Where are we going next week? Actually, I don't know if you guys are any good at that track. Didn't check. Canada.
Went to Canada.
Any opinions on the track? Love it, hate it?
I said before this week that Belgium was my worst track, but I think it might actually be Canada.
Ah. Well,
I struggle with Canada as well.
you thought this was your worst track and you got good results, so...
Well, that's true. It's the final chicane in the Wall of Champions that kills me, but we've got a week to get used to it, I suppose.
There was that impressive both... Who was it? The same lap Tobes took himself out. There was also another incident. They both crashed on the same straight, independently of each other, and both DNF from it, which brought out, I think, the last safety car. Can't remember who the other driver was, but they were kicking themselves for that. Certainly the one higher up had a good chance of scoring heavy points.
The first safety car was Draper through the right-left after the Camel Straight. The second safety car was Jamie, Daru and Krishna on the back straight heading down to the bus stop chicane.
It might be that one I was thinking of.
I think it was that one, aye, because that was the top sort of 4 runners.
Actually, something I've got to check. You do all have Mike sharing on. I know that KXI and Scott, you will, because you keep coming back here.
Yeah, I should have it on as well.
Jay Wills, congratulations on what's provisionally a P3. Will probably end up becoming a P4 if KXI gets his penalty removed for the contact on the safety car, but a very good result nonetheless.
Yeah, either way, it's a good result, and I mean, I was struggling for motivation a bit, obviously after having 3 average results, but so that put a bit of fire in it for me.
Yeah, certainly. I was expecting to be quite a chaotic last couple laps, because there's a safety car restart with 2 laps to go, but actually barely any action going on. Drivers all just kind of nose to tail, not quite close enough for a pass.
Yeah,
it was
obviously
quite
there's
scary.
no DRS, wasn't there? Yeah, there's no DRS, was there, to assist, obviously, and we all had like full batteries, so you could basically just do 50% per lap and stay as it was. But yeah, managed to hold on alright from Hobbsy behind as well, pushing it basically. But yeah, I knew people had penalties around me, so just held on behind Scott. I knew at the end of the day I was either getting P4 if someone else had the penalty P3. So.
You a fan of Canada, or?
I do like Canada, but I haven't done loads of running on it. But from what I've done, I quite enjoy it.
Ah, that's good news for you then.
Yeah, hopefully another good week.
G Wills for a podium next week. You heard it here first.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that necessarily. But...
We'll see, maybe. But yeah, if you guys have nothing else to say, then I will let you go celebrate your positions. KXI, I think, even if you do not get the penalty removed, I think you still get the championship lead. So, congratulations on that.
I had Christoph 2000 just message me saying that he was in the stream. He doesn't even look like there was contact. So yeah, don't look at that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw it obviously from the stream, and I did think there was contact, but it didn't look like your fault at all. So
it was very small, but yeah, there was some, and so it's...
I don't know, I'm in the stewarding team, I might have a wee say in this, you know.
Yeah. Ayo, admin friends.
Nah. But yeah,
right.
Congrats again, lads, and thank you for coming again, Jonathan. Brilliant job as always.
I started off with Wild Dog, but Tier 3 were having so many problems that Wild Dog had to go and stream for Tier 3, so lost my co-coms halfway through, but yeah, thank you guys for coming, and good luck for the next race.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, lads.
GG, cheers.
Right, so there we go. That concludes round 4 of Tier 2. Looks like KXI is going to get in the win, but of course, all depends what the stewarding team says. Such small contact. But from me, that is goodbye until next week, and hopefully, if Hedgehog's internet is playing ball, then Wild Dog will stay with us for the whole stream. But thank you and goodbye.